friends, Sarah here with The Holy Mess and Faithful Finish Lines, and this is your weight loss questions answered rapid fire style. Readers have sent in questions, and I will be answering 10 questions in the next 10 minutes. And I have lost 100 pounds, and I've been maintaining that weight loss for the last 15 years. I run Faithful Finish Lines, which is a Christian women's weight loss program, together with my business partner Becky, who has also lost 100 pounds. Let's do this. We got some great questions. Okay, Kayla C asked, what was your weekly weight loss at the beginning, middle, and end? 1 to 2 pounds roughly, and then there were times I didn't lose anything. It was interesting. When I first started losing weight, I would actually lose 1 week and then gain the next week, lose 1 week, gain the next week. But over time, it continued to go down. And why that pattern happened, I have no idea, but that's what happened. So 1 to 2 pounds. And then when I got to 80 pounds, I hit a really long plateau. Then I lost the last bit of weight and then kind of went up again and hit another plateau. And I can post links about those plateaus and how I broke them on my website. I wrote that. Number 2, what helped the most during your time of weight loss? And that's also from Kayla C. And the answer is don't quit. Just don't quit. So many times before this, I had lost weight, but then I quit and I gained the weight back, or, it would get to where I was like not really losing weight. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay for Weight Watchers if I'm not losing weight, or I'm not going to keep doing this program. So just don't quit. If you keep at it, you will become successful. Number 3, also from Kayla C. What best tips do you have for a person who has 100 plus pounds to lose? I have a blog post about this, which I will post the link to. The biggest thing is to realize that every calorie counts. I like to say, even if you aren't counting, your body is. And when you have a lot of weight to lose, it just sort of feels like it's all going into this black hole. Like, I have 100 pounds overweight, 100 pounds to lose. What's like 2 more Oreos going to do? Or what's 6 more Oreos going to do? Or what's 8 more Oreos going to do? But every little bit counts. Number 4, how do you deal with discouragers? People who say you need to lose more for your size, or I know you're at goal weight, but you can't lose more, or you need to do something about sagging skin. Why didn't you exercise enough not to have it? Or do you know what you look like? Well, Kayla, I really feel for you. My first thought is to say you need to get some new friends. People don't really talk to me that way in my life, and I know sometimes that's family members, which is so hard. But in all seriousness, you don't have to listen to people talk to you that way, even if they're your family. And your body is yours, and they don't get a say. No one's ever said anything to me about my sagging skin, even though I have tons of it, and it's none of their business. And if they did, that's exactly what I would tell them. Number 5. How did you deal with church gatherings, parties, holidays, etc. during your weight loss and maintaining? Well, when I first started, I didn't. I would just eat all the things. But I've quickly realized that there's so many parties, get-togethers, potlucks. You really do have to learn to manage those things, or you'll never get to your weight loss goals. So one of my strategies is if I'm at a party or something, I go around to all the food, and I really try to look for the foods that are special for that event. Like, I can have cheese and crackers anytime. I love me some wheat thins. I love some cheddar cheese, but I can eat that anytime. However, if somebody's made like a homemade special apple pie, I'm having a slice of that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I give myself some type of boundary. So whether that's a calorie goal or points goal, I might say like at this event, I can have 15 points or I can have 500 calories or whatever that is, but some type of boundary. Number 6 is from Terry S. And she said, what are the first steps on getting organized and getting started? So when you're brand new, I would say it would be really helpful to meal plan, whether that's planning out specific meals. It could be just a list. And if you're overwhelmed by all the meals, just start with dinner. That's one where a lot of people go over. So just start with dinner. So you're going to have like maybe 5 meals for the next week that you'll have for dinner, 2 nights for leftovers, or maybe like 1 night of leftovers and 1 night that you're going to go out. And just plan what you're going to have. And even when you go out, plan what you're going to have when you go out. Or are you going to order pizza? Or are you going to get something from McDonald's? Whatever that is, a realistic meal plan. My family, it's pretty simple. Like tonight we're having pork chops, I'm doing Brussels sprouts and some red potatoes. And I'm cooking a lot of that in the air fryer or on the skillet. Another night we might have spaghetti, and I might do spaghetti squash instead of the pasta. We do tacos. We do just real basic stuff. On the grill, we do like chicken legs with barbecue sauce, and I do sugar-free barbecue sauce. So, nothing fancy, but I like it. It's food I really enjoy, and those are the foods I eat. Let's see. Oh, what's a go-to meal for you to eat now? So this is something I keep on hand all the time. Tilapia. I keep frozen tilapia or frozen salmon, and I get the ones at Walmart that are individually portioned out, so I can just pull out what I want. And steam fresh vegetables and some type of fat, healthy fat. So I keep a jar of pesto in the fridge, and it's so good. It's so good on the tilapia and the vegetables, and that's dinner. This one is from Denise, and this is a little longer. She says, I am an emotional eater too. I've even used anorexia and bulimia, especially binging and purging, to lose weight. I know it is an addictive behavior, and I no longer want to resort to that. I've been in therapy off and on for the last 30 years. I liked the pause, pray plan. Any other suggestions to help a fellow emotional eater? I was sexually molested repeatedly as a child, and now I am widowed. And I live with and care for my mother, who has severe dementia. Denise, I feel for you. You have a lot of stress on your plate right now. You've been through a lot of trauma. So give yourself grace that is hard, and you coped as best you could. And now the goal is to cope in a different, more positive way. The fact that you've been to therapy is great. That's huge. I love that you are taking those steps for yourself. I went to therapy. I can post a link about how I found a therapist and what therapy was like for weight loss. I'm a big fan of therapy. I think we all need to go sometimes. That's totally okay. Your number one goal is to stop binging and purging. I don't care what you weigh. I don't care about weight loss. That is your number one goal. And I really don't even want to see you restricting any calories until you have stopped binging and purging, because part of the binging and purging cycle is to undereat and then overeat. So we want to make sure that you're eating adequately, because that can greatly reduce the binging. So that is going to be your first step. And as far as the emotional eating, it's really hard to get emotional eating under control when you're under eating, because your body will do what it has to do to get the calories for you to survive. So when you're in that cycle of under eating and then overeating, you have a lot of times that you're really hungry. It's really hard to get emotional eating under control when your body is hungry. So we really want to see you eating adequately, consistently, to the point that you're not binging. Then we can delve into some of the deeper issues. Jody says, I do have a question, Sarah. What is the most powerful Bible verse that helped you through your journey? And that was Isaiah 43, verse 18 and 19, and it says, See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. And I loved that verse because I needed God to do a new thing. Please, God, do something new in my life. I had been overeating. I had lost weight. I had gained weight. I had lost 50 pounds and then gained it all back. It was so frustrating. I was binging. I was compulsively overeating. I needed God to do something new, and I clung to that even when I kind of didn't even believe it was possible. I still clung to that hope. And so I really want to encourage you with that verse that God will do something new in your life. He will do it. God will do something new. And where it says he will make a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland, that was exactly how I felt. I felt like with my weight, it was a wasteland. Like it was so frustrating and overwhelming. But God will do something new. So cling to that hope. And then number 10, Gina said, what type of exercise did you incorporate into your daily life? And I think I've answered this one in a rapid fire before. I started with nothing. I did no exercise at all. Started with therapy, did no diet at all, then added diet, then added exercise after I'd lost already about 40 pounds. So I started with walking, then I started going to the gym, then I started walking faster and then running, and I did a couch to 5K, and then I went on to do all kinds of exercise, triathlons, half Ironman, distance cycling. Now I'm a Taekwondo black belt. But, honestly, when it just comes to weight loss, exercise is not the key. Exercise is really important for your health, building some muscle, which can definitely help your metabolism, but diet is way more important. So if you only have a very limited amount of time, which so many of us do, I would so much rather see you spend that time meal planning, meal prepping, grocery shopping, doing, reading some lessons, reading some things on my website, Faithful Finish Lines program, that are going to help you with your healthy diet, because that matters way more than exercise. So that's it. That's our 10 questions in hopefully about 10 minutes. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them for you. We also have the other rapid fire videos on YouTube, and absolutely check out our Faithful Finish Lines program, faithfulfinishlines.com, and come find me at theholymess.com. And I'm Sarah. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye-bye.